Inspired Nation, welcome to this edition, one of our Sunday series where we bring you inspirational content to help you and I start our week on a high note with renewed energy, with positivity and the right frame of mind that is geared or poised for success. Guys, welcome. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you had a restorative weekend. For those that are tuning in for the very first time, welcome everybody. Thank you for choosing this video. Thank you for choosing Inspired Nation. You're welcome to make this your home through subscribing to join our Inspired Nation community and hitting the notification bell to ensure that each time we drop an installment, you're the first person to know. And I know that amongst you all, I have my retaining subscribers, retaining viewers. Guys, thank you so much for choosing us. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you so much for believing in this platform to use it as a source of inspiration as you start your week. The intention, of course, is to inspire, empower, uplift. That is our mission, guys. We want to uplift, inspire, educate, if possible, entertain, but that's there's very little of that. We are more about inspiration, education, uplifting you, and getting you ready for your week by tuning your mind into a positive frequency. Hopefully you can maintain that positivity throughout your week and weekend. Guys, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do want to mention that we still have our affirmation cards, both for children and adults. The kiddies ones come in pink and blue, and then we have the adult ones which also come in pink and blue. All of them are selling for only 130 emalangeni. We are working on getting these available on Amazon and other platforms, so stay tuned. Stick with us. We also have our gratitude journal, which sells at 180 emalangeni, as well as our vision book, which goes for only 170 emalangeni. With that, guys, I want to get us started right away with our affirmation for the month. Remember, it's the first week of Sunday, first week of the month. First Sunday of the month. So during our first Sundays, we do an affirmation for the month to set our intention for the entire month. So right now we are going to get right into our affirmation, and our affirmation for the month is, I am worthy of good things in life. I am worthy of all good things in life. I'm worthy of good things in life. So guys, as we think about this affirmation, it's important to think about what worthiness means. You know, it means different things to different people, of course, but I want us to look at it from a perspective of deserving, right? I deserve good things in life. You deserve them. When things happen in your life that are really great, that are positive, you should know that it is because you deserve them, and it is because where you are attracting those things. So it's validating. You deserve good things in life. You know, they should come naturally to you without resistance, you know, without you feeling like, do I really deserve this? When we say resistance, we mean those kinds of thoughts and emotions like, somebody else should have it, or maybe I'm getting too much of it. No, you are not. You are getting exactly what you are attracting, so you deserve it. I also want us to look at worthiness from a point of qualification. You know, you are qualified to have what you have. You're qualified for the position that you occupy. You're qualified to be in that relationship. You deserve it. If it's a great relationship, if it's a great job, it's a great position or business, you deserve it. We can also look at it from a perspective of just, you know, saying that you have what it takes. You know, you have what it takes. That's why you are where you are, because you can handle it. You have all that it takes. You have the qualities, the abilities. You are the right one. You are the right one. You are right where you need to be, deservingly so. All right, so many people find themselves in a chronic state of trying to prove their worthiness. This happens a lot in the workspace, right? The workplace is dynamic, it's challenging, and many can attest to the fact that it can test your character big time, and it can also make you feel, am I the right person? Can I handle it? You just get to have those questions more at work because of the nature of that environment. Sometimes, if you want to see where you are in terms of worthiness in the workspace, you can look at yourself, how you react to other people, when putting across their submissions. Are you always critical without a better solution? You're just like looking out at others and feeling like, oh my goodness, there she goes again. Oh no, we expected that she would say that. Oh no, now they want to be seen, or whatever it is. Just observe yourself, because when you do that most of the time, without you even having a brighter idea or a brighter submission, it just speaks to your own sense of worthiness. You think others are not worthy because you are not, unless you are positively criticizing. Of course, you're trying to build onto that idea that somebody is putting across. But if you are just like crushing people, you don't even have anything to put at the table, you are struggling with your own self-worth. We can think of it in many ways. Sometimes look at yourself, see how you always try to act smart, even if you're not, trying to prove your worthiness. You always go above and beyond at your own expense. Those things speak to worthiness, because you are constantly, I made mention of this word of chronic state of trying to prove your worth. You are in that space. If you are going the extra mile at your own expense, it means that you really don't understand your worth. And then when we struggle with self-worth, it means that to a great extent we have not accepted ourselves. We have not accepted that we deserve good things in life. And sometimes we can also observe this apart from the workspace. You can observe it in relationships. If you are not confident, because self-worth sort of speaks to self-esteem as well, and also confidence. If you struggle, you have feelings of lack of worth. In relationships, you can be the one that's like insecure. It can cause us to become insecure when we do not realize that we are worthy. We're worthy to be in that good relationship. We deserve to have this good person that we have, and accept it instead of trying to prove it all the time. So when we don't have a good sense of self-worth, we find ourselves being insecure in relationships. And when you're insecure, you're likely to be controlling. You want to know where people are. You want to know who they are with, and all of that kind of stuff. When they are out, you are calling them. You want to make sure that they are really with the person they are. I hear of extreme cases where people even want to get into video calls just so that they can confirm. Guys, that speaks to self-worth. The person that's doing that has got feelings of inadequacy. They don't feel they are enough. They don't have a good sense of their worth in that relationship, and the fact that they are deserving. If they're in that space, it means they attracted it, and therefore they deserve it. And we know that when people have got controlling behavior, then it speaks to also gender-based violence, because control issues are definitely abuse. It's abuse. Over and above that, that lack of worth, that lack of a sense of worth, it can also contribute to mental health issues, because when you are insecure, you're controlling, and in that process, you're abusing the other person. And ultimately, it can also cause you mental health challenges, like disorders like paranoia. You can start thinking things that are not actually real, because you just are struggling with your own self-worth. If you don't know who you are, what value you have, you will always project to others those feelings, in the process compromising your relationship, compromising your ability to participate in the workplace, because you're always just critical, but without you actually actively participating, because you don't believe in your own ideas, and yet you're crushing other people's ideas. So the such feelings of lack of self-worth really speak to a great extent a lack of self-esteem, like the way that one sees themselves, and how you basically rate yourself. So this can also be witnessed in even small things, guys, like really small things. For instance, you can just observe where you are in terms of self-worth. As a woman, watch yourself, how you can spend time preparing dinner, like fine dinner, and then also plan to set a nice dinner table. You take out your finest dinner set, and you prepare for everybody else, and then for you just take like the remains, and you dish for yourself, maybe in a in a weird plastic lunchbox or something. You wouldn't even use your Tupperware, because your Tupperware is for your children for going to school. So you already are putting yourself in that position. That's how you actually see yourself. Everybody else is dining nicely, you prepare the best for them, but for you it's just you can just have it in a plastic lunchbox, and you are eating remains. Maybe the size of your meat is smaller. Guys, we need to deal with those things, because they are an indication of how you rate yourself. Like I said, you can observe this from smaller things to big things, like your ability to participate in different spaces. Self-worth is really critical. It's really closely aligned to self-esteem. So how you see yourself is very important. Whatever you think you are deserving is actually critical in defining what you can actually achieve, what you can have. So how you treat yourself, like I made the example of how women sometimes do these things of just doing a disservice to themselves. You do everything, you prepare a fine meal, you are working in the kitchen, you're doing everything, and then you're just not serving yourself. That is an indication of a lack of self-worth. All right, so moving along. So one of the things that the lack of self-worth can just pose as challenges for us is, as I've already mentioned, it's going to prevent us from effectively participating in our own personal development, like from work. For instance, when we struggle with self-worth, we struggle with raising our ideas, or voicing out our own ideas, suggestions, and just being heard, and applying ourselves. I know myself particularly, I've also struggled with this. So it can really inhibit you achieving success. If you're not able to see yourself from a good light, from a good position, from a value-adding perspective, you will definitely struggle with personal development. You will struggle with a number of things. Among others is your own prosperity, success, growth, experiencing love, etc., etc. So sometimes we find ourselves basing our self-worth on material things that we have, what we've achieved, who we have in our lives, our positions, etc., etc., maybe relationships and what have you. So it's a folly premise, because all of that sort of changes, right? That can change. And if your position changes, if your business changes, then who are you? What is your self-worth? If maybe we take pride sometimes in our children, and if certain things change in that space, then who are you? If you're defining yourself by the success of your children and how your children may have done so many great things, and therefore you think, I am really great, that's wonderful. But if that changes, who are you? Who are you? So our self-worth should not be based on material things. It should not be based on what we have, who we have, achievements, etc. Our self-worth should be based on who we are in relation to the greater one, who we are in relation to the great unknown. And I like how Oprah sort of defines this when she says, I know who I am. I am a child of God. I'm a child of the Most High God. I am connected to the one who is all that is. I am connected to all that is. All that is. That is the basis of our self-worth. Knowing who we are in relation to the great unknown, the one that's in control, the one that has a greater dream for us, the one that is always looking at us from a positive light, who knows the depths of our hearts, who knows our potential, the greatness that we are, So it's important that as we think about deserving good things, we know that we deserve them because of who we belong to. We know that we deserve them because of who we are connected with, whom we are connected with. We know that we deserve good things in life because we know that we are one with the one who is all that is. Guys, that is just amazing. That is massive. That is just big. It speaks to just how big your life is. Your life is big. Your life is massive. When you think about who you are in relation to the great unknown, you will just realize just how big you are. So that's our affirmation for the month, guys. I know that there's a lot that we can talk about in relation to self-worth, but I wanted us to talk about it from that perspective, that we don't want to base our self-worth on things that change, right? We don't want to base our self-worth on things that could be different tomorrow. We want to base our self-worth on who we belong to. We want to base our self-worth on who we belong to, but moreover, the fact that because we belong to that one and we are connected to that one through the Spirit, it means by extension that we are connected to all that is. That is where our self-worth comes from. We are connected to the infinite intelligence who is God. We are connected to the source of everything. That is where we base our self-worth. And we are worthy of good things, guys. We are worthy of good things. We are worthy of love. We are worthy of happiness. We are worthy of success. We are worthy of prosperity. We are worthy of love. We are worthy to be celebrated, to be loved, to be valued. With that, I want to end this video today. So our affirmation, our intention this month, we want to embrace our worth. We want to acknowledge, we want to embrace instead of trying to prove our worth. We need to embrace it. Embrace that we are worthy of good things. I am worthy of good things in life. I am worthy of good things in life. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for sticking with Inspired Nation. Guys, remember, you are more than what you see right now. Guys, you are more than what is. You are more than where you come from, who which family you were born in. You are more than that, guys. So be inspired. Be inspired by the fact that you are worthy of good things. Be inspired. Be inspired to be more. We are here to become, guys. We are born to become. Be more, do more, and have more. I love you all. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to subscribe to my son's channel, Wamus Art Academy. You will not regret it. You will not. If this is the kind of content that you like, so stick with us, guys. I love you all. Let's catch up next week. Remember to stay connected on our YouTube, on our social media platforms, Inspired Nation, and you will get weekly, you will get content throughout the week that will help keep you motivated and inspired to achieve your goals. Take care, everybody. Until next time. Bye.